everything, literally everything, is a coping mechanism unless proven otherwise. Of course, you hate on other people, you feel jealous, you feel envious of other people. It is a coping mechanism unless proven otherwise, alright? Are you playing too much video games? It's probably a coping mechanism to make up for the fact that your life sucks, okay? Are you drinking too much? Well, it's obvious that that's a coping mechanism. You're trying to make yourself feel better because your life is shitty, alright? I am making videos right here. Well, I'm overcompensating for the fact that I don't want to pay people to listen to me, alright? I don't want to pay therapy people when I can just talk to the camera and I can let out all my thoughts and feelings and opinions out there, and I can make a fool of myself publicly. So then when I make a fool of myself publicly, I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be free. Nobody can say, oh, you're a fool. I'm gonna be like, well, I'm already a fool. I already self-sabotaged. You know, this is kind of like a self-protection mechanism. I don't necessarily care about my reputation because what the fuck? You know, the more you care about your reputation, the less control you're gonna have over it, alright? I think that the people that have the best reputation are the people that actually don't give a shit about it, okay? And I don't necessarily, I don't necessarily care, because I'm trying to build some thick skin. Instead, I always say, I don't want to build thick skin, I want to become invisible, so nothing can actually get to me, because even if you have thick skin, guess what? Somebody can still get under your skin. That makes sense? I hope it does. But back to the point of this video, it was like everything is a coping mechanism unless proven otherwise. If you hate on other people that post videos on social media and you leave hate comments, well, probably that's a coping mechanism that your life sucks, and maybe that's what you want to do. I always say, this is not my saying, it was somebody said it out there and I don't remember who, but it was like envy is a compass, alright? Envy is a compass. So if you feel envious about some people posting videos on social media, guess what? That's probably what you want to do, but you're not doing it. And then you're envious and you're hateful towards those people because you actually want to do it. I don't feel envious of people, maybe, that are stressed as fuck CEOs out there. I think that's miserable. And I know people that are actually envious of those people, and I'm like, okay, that's probably what you want. You want to manage a 600 people company and you want to be stressed as a CEO and you want to wear suits every day. And I did realize that wearing suits is incredibly uncomfortable. I know it feels very good to wear suits all day, but being stressed as well, I don't envy that, so probably I don't want that. I don't envy people that drive Ferraris because I don't necessarily want a Ferrari. Maybe I want a Lamborghini just to take it apart and see how it's made. Probably that's not very legal. I don't know if that's said in the contract. For legal reasons, I do not intend to buy a Lamborghini to take it apart and see how it's made. Even though maybe it would be very cool to take it apart and just to be like, wow, this is how it's made, this is how it's made. I will probably never be able to put it back how it was, but I'm just gonna take it apart, and it's gonna be I'm not gonna be taking it apart. For the legal reasons, I will never buy a Lamborghini to do that. I will buy a Lamborghini just to flex on other people, Even buying a Lamborghini to flex on other people is a coping mechanism unless proven otherwise, because I think only one person out of 10,000 people that actually buy a Lamborghini, they buy it just for the fact that they like the engineering of it and they like supercars and they want to drive fast. 9,999 people, the other people that bought the Lamborghini, is probably just to flex on other people. They're like, oh, I am better than you. I am better than you, and this is a fact. I have a Lamborghini. Don't you see? I'm better than you. God damn it. You get it? It's a coping mechanism, because why would somebody try to prove to other people that they are better than everybody? Coping mechanism because they don't feel good enough. Maybe because their teacher said to them, you will never amount to anything in your life, and they really took that to heart, and now they're driving Lamborghini, they're flexing on everybody. Look at me now. You said I'm not good enough, and I still feel like I'm not good enough, but I have a Lamborghini, so I must be good enough now. But they don't believe it, so they gotta flex on other people more and more. That's why they want a Rolex or something, and they're like, oh, look, I have a $40,000 watch. Good for you, man. Good for you. For example, I don't feel the need. I think that I got all the approval that I had when I was young. Actually, all the teachers actually really loved me, so I was the teacher's pet, basically. because I was very good at all the subjects. I'm very smart like that. I know. And let's talk about something else when it comes to coping mechanism. What about ambition? What if people are ambitious in their lives just because they don't feel good enough? What about the savior complex? What if the people want to save the world because they don't feel good for the world and they got to do something for the world so they feel good enough? Nature doesn't intend to, I don't think nature intended to do that, like to make people want to save the world. I think the people that are hurt by their world, that they're like, I want to save the world so I feel good enough so the world is going to accept me as I am, or something. I don't know. I just think that everything is a coping mechanism when you see it. Maybe me trying to, instead of recording with a phone, maybe me recording with a video camera is overcompensation for the fact that I may be speaking bullshit. But if I make it high quality, maybe it's gonna seem like I'm actually speaking some real sense. Maybe the whole lighting and the whole everything that I have here with my setup, maybe it's just an overcompensation that my advice is not actually very good. Actually, I don't even give advice, read the disclaimer. I don't give advice. I'm just talking to myself in the future. So when I'm in the future, I'm gonna see myself in the past. I'm gonna be like, holy shit, that dude was a dumbass. God damn it, I'm glad that I grew. So this is motivating me to grow, man. I'm putting myself out there so that I can grow. Kind of like that example with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He had his calves. They were the weakest part of his body. So do you know what he did? He basically showed them to the world, and then his calves became the best in the business, in the bodybuilding business. Read about that story somewhere on YouTube. You gotta expose your weaknesses so you can fix your weaknesses. If you hide your weaknesses, you will never actually fix them. You will just continue hiding them. God damn it. Bye.